DM dilemma time. Maybe you'll get into it with somebody over your holiday break and you'll need some unbiased advice. Slide into our DMs on Instagram and we may feature you on a DM dilemma.
We've got Sugar Mama Shane who slid into the DMs and he says, my girlfriend and I have been seeing each other for about 6 months and I met her parents for the first time last weekend. They seem nice enough and asked lots of questions about what I do, standard new boyfriend stuff. I told them I run a tech services company and they asked how much I bring in, which is uncomfortable, so I said low 6 figures. When I next saw my girlfriend, she tells me that her parents think we should break up because at some point she's going to make more money than I will and it will be awkward. To be clear, my girlfriend is still in school, but she's on a career track to make a lot more money than me one day. I don't care about that and neither does my girlfriend, but it still bothers me. Do you think I should defend myself to her parents or just let them think what they want as long as my girlfriend is happy with me?
She's a selfish little heifer.
The girlfriend or the parents?
Parents.
Okay.
I think the mom especially. It's got to be the mom who's driving that, right?
Not necessarily.
You don't think?
As a girl, not necessarily. It could be both. It's like a family thing.
So I think this is something that you could easily ignore, especially if it's not stressing your girlfriend out that she is going to out-earn you one day. You could easily ignore that, but I would also maybe quietly try to distance yourself from the family, meaning like, don't out and out not go do family activities with her. But if she's like, oh, like if you don't have Christmas Eve plans yet and it's like up in the air, maybe suggest spending time with your friends or your family instead of her family. Like I wouldn't want that kind of out there. And also I would think that 6 figures is plenty of money. Like she wouldn't even need to work necessarily. At that point.
Yeah,
but at that point, it's not like he's just mooching off this girl who's going to be a doctor or whatever she's going to go be and out-earn him and make way more money than he's making. He's making 6 figures already. That's a great living. That's nothing to be ashamed of.
It's absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. And Shane, if it was me, if I was in your shoes, I would break up. I would have to end the relationship because she didn't say anything whenever her parents were kind of grilling you from the beginning. She lacks boundaries with her family. You're not going to break a family's dysfunction. They're living in it. They're not going to see it as dysfunctional or toxic or anything like that. And now you're going to be roped into it. And if you try to resist it at all, you're always going to be the problem. Cut your losses now. Get out now because she's got to find healing in her own way, in her own time. And it's not going to happen if you're in the middle of it.
I didn't even think about her not really defending him, and that probably could have been as easy as a mom.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I mean, if she had any boundaries with her parents at all, she would have said something in that moment. She wouldn't have come to you after the fact and said, my parents think I should break up with you because you don't make enough money.
Sugar Mama Shane thinks he might have to dump his girlfriend based on something her parents said about him. Shane makes a good living working in tech, 6 figures on the low end, but still 6 figures. Yeah. Never seen 6 figures before. I think that's a great living. But she is on track to out-earn him whenever she gets into her career. So her parents are saying, dump him. He's going to mooch off you. I don't think you can make 6 figures and be a mooch, but who am I to say? I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think about what Sharon says on the Facebook page? That is absolutely absurd. Your girlfriend should not have even told you what they said. See, if I'm Shane, I'm wanting to know what the parents are saying about me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying that she should have just kept her mouth shut, that she's but I'm glad that he knows. Like, if it was me, I would want to know, and I would cut my losses at that point, because let's be real. Although when you get into a relationship, it is your hope that that person is going to put you first and treat you as their family. Most people are always going to put their family of origin first. And I think that that's a situation that this girl is in. And you're always going to be stuck living under those toxic in-laws. And if you try to point it out or if you try to set boundaries, you're going to be the problem. Cut your losses now. Break up with her.
601-995-1017. Adam's here. How's it going?
What's up, fella? How are y'all?
Oh, doing good. You ready for Christmas?
Oh, yeah. Well, still got a little shopping I got to do and, go take care of the wife and do some things like that, But
So if your wife's family found out how much money you were making, and say it was six figures and your wife was making more than that, how would you feel if her mom or dad said, hey, drop that Adam loser. He only makes six figures.
Well, I believe I'd have to pull a DOOG and drop it like it's hot.
So what does that mean? You'd be breaking up with her, or you'd be defending yourself to the parents?
Oh, no, I drop all of them because I ain't even dealing with y'all.
Yeah.
Deuces, people.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. I'm sorry, but, sometimes you just got to leave it alone.
Exactly.
Cut your losses. Thanks for the call, Adam.
All right, you too, Adam.
Sabrina, what do you think about the DM dilemma today?
I'm on with y'all about she should have defended him.
Okay. Do you think that that's a break-upable offense that she didn't defend him?
I think it's a talk at the very, very least. I think he needs to explain his feelings to her and explain that, if they're going to be in a relationship together.
So, Sabrina, I want to ask, because my fear, if I was in this relationship, would be clearly there's like a lack of boundaries between her and her parents. So I could go to her and say, like, I owe her this conversation before I dump her to give her a chance. But what do you think he should say to really see, is this going to be something that he's going to have to deal with forever, or is this something that she could stand up for him now?
Yeah, no, they need to she needs to figure out what she's going to say, because I've been in relationships where the people are like, oh, yeah, that's my family.
Yeah.
They're going to be like that. Oh, that's my grandma. She's just 92 years old. I'm sorry. I don't care how old your grandmother is.
Right.
There's a certain type of respect that every human being deserves.
Thank you, Sabrina. Appreciate the phone call. What do you think about Stacy's text that says, I just want to say, if they can't see his ambition that he runs his own company, then they're not the in-laws that he'll want in his future.
Absolutely. Those will be in-laws you'll be stuck with. I don't necessarily agree with Brian's advice that says, my advice to Shane is money can't buy you love. Yeah, but bad in-laws can't buy you happiness either.
Yeah, I don't know.